Travis, you gotta be quiet. What's up, chums? Sharky here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I would love to see in a Shark Tale sequel. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos on Shark Tale, the likeliness of there being a sequel is pretty low, but all of us true fans out there still hold out that maybe one day DreamWorks will finally make a sequel. Number 1, less product placement and sponsorships. Maybe I didn't notice it as much when I was a kid, but watching Shark Tale as an adult, I really notice all of the product placement in this movie. Like, you got Gap, you got Burger King, Coca-Cola was the other one I was gonna mention. I would like to see less of that. I feel like they really went overboard with all of the product placement, and honestly it kind of takes away, even though this is a parody movie, it kind of takes away from the movie because it's so in your face, all of the products and logos that you recognize. So if they would just dial that back just a bit at least, I feel like it would be less distracting. Number 2, a lot of you fans might notice that there are a lot of people that hate Shark Tale for a variety of reasons. Some people just say that it's a crappy movie. Some people have specific things that they don't like about it. And that's fine. Like, you don't have to like it. It's fine. Shark Tale is definitely a product of its time. There are some semi-inappropriate jokes that they included in the movie that really didn't need to be in the movie, ultimately. So I feel like they really need to dial back some of the stereotyping and some of the, like, jive language that some of the characters use, like Oscar. I feel like they just kind of went overboard. Back in 2003, 2004, it was kind of a different time in terms of comedy. Not that that makes any of it okay, but it definitely wouldn't hold up in today's generation. I think it's definitely important that they dial that back. It's not a 3. Number 3, a love interest for Lenny. For a lot of us, including myself, Lenny is our favorite character, and I would love to see him find love. Because, you know, Oscar's got Angie, what does Lenny have? I just want to see him find love with whoever that may be. I think that would make an interesting plot point. What do you think? Number 4, Mrs. Sanchez gets together with Sykes. If you've seen Club Oscar, which was an additional short that was included in the original copy of the movie, Miss Sanchez dances with Sykes on the dance floor. I think they do the salsa or the tango or something. He's like, help! But honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing those two together. And actually, did you know, in the Shark Tale video game, in the console version, when you're playing the rhythm game to the song I Like the Way You Move, you can actually see Sykes and Miss Sanchez in a hot tub together on the balcony of the penthouse. So if you never noticed that before, go play the game and play that level and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Number 5, Oscar and Angie's kids. A lot of you know that, like, by the end of the movie, Oscar and Angie do end up together, and I think it would be really fun to see their family, assuming that they had kids after the movie. And I think it would be really fun to see their kids' character designs. Number 6, the shark mob adapting to the new structure of the reef. By the end of the first Shark Tale movie, it is implied that Lino is still retiring and that Lenny is running things. The sharks are not allowed to terrorize the fish on the reef or intimidate them, etc. So I'm curious how the shark mob is adapting to that. We do see them interact with fish at the whale wash in a positive manner, but there has to be some mobster sharks that don't really agree with the new direction that Lino and Lenny are taking, and I would be really interested to see that in a plot. Number 7. Flashbacks to stuff that we didn't get to see in the first movie. For example, Angie meeting Lenny for the first time at the whale wash storage building. That would actually be interesting. Things that were cut from the movie even would be interesting to see in a flashback sequence. Number 8. New characters and new species. Shark Tale has an advantage because it's so vast, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but there's literally like any ocean creature that you could turn into a Shark Tale character. And I've seen so many fans make fish personas, and they always look so cool. So in a sequel, I would love to see new fish species that we've never seen before, and possibly just new characters added to the storyline. Number 9. So going along with that, I would love to see a plot line maybe where they travel to a new location, such as a new reef or like a different country. I've seen a lot of fan fictions where like people have them go to Italy or Australia or something like that. I think that would be very interesting, especially it allows a way to introduce new characters from different locations. So that is something that I would definitely like to see, or even see more of the Southside Reef. Number 10, returning cast. This one is very unlikely, I would say. I don't think we'll get an entire returned cast from the first movie, just because either some actors don't have the interest, they're busy working on other movies, or they're gone and no longer with us, which is the case with Peter Falk, who played Ira in the original movie. He passed away, so we wouldn't get his returning voice actor, and I think there might have also been a few other ones. You can tell me in the comments if you know for sure. I would love to see at least some of the returning cast. I know Jack Black would return, because he's not really doing much right now, so I think Jack Black would definitely come back. I think Will Smith would probably come back. Mostly like the main characters. I think the main characters would return, but we might get new voice actors for some of the lesser known characters. What are some things that you would like to see in a Shark Tale sequel? And do you think that we'll ever get one? I mean, I personally don't think so, but I want to know what you guys think, so leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.